A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tabletop Tyranny, where we neither play around tabletop nor are we tyrannical. My name is Jacob. I'm the Dungeon Master. As you can see, we have our 6 crazy kiddos, 6 crazy adventurers here with us tonight. Yeah, that's about it for the intro. Everyone's waving. Look at that. Look at that. We're all doing it. Sort of. We're there. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. If you are a first-time viewer, long-time viewer, you know we like to do a little bit of a. You can stop waving now, guys. All right, it's okay. I don't want y'all. You're gonna use up those
eye contact.
dice rolling. It's gonna make your arm hurt. Roll those dice.
We're disappointing him already.
Yep. We're gonna do a little bit of a question, so the players can earn inspiration. Who does not have
Thank goodness.
inspiration?
When
Alright.
do I ever have inspiration?
I don't have
Or
it
do I?
anymore.
So
Gotta be
I'm going
inspired.
to show you guys what this brain teaser is. Ooh.
Oh,
shit.
come
Brain
on.
teaser.
Switching it up on us, stop.
Tease my brain, Jacob.
Oh, I like it.
Mr. and
Right.
Mrs. Smith have 6 sons,
Oh no.
who each have 1 sister. How many people are in the Smith family?
Like including the parents?
Hey, however to interpret the question.
I have an answer.
But I have one.
I haven't.
I'm,
Yeah, I
not
have
thi-
one.
I'm not thinking too hard on
If
this.
it's gonna be tricky, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
Well,
feel like I'm gonna be mad no matter what the answer is.
This brain teaser is brought to you by www.countryliving.com.
Country.
Thanks,
living.
countryliving.com, for your free website.
Magazine?
It's yes.
I thought you were going to say WD-40.
It's brought to you by WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys let me know whenever you are done answering. Still thinking about it. Cool. Got a couple thumbs up. Looks like everyone's ready. Perfect. What did you guys answer?
9.
9.
9? Oh God, I don't want to say what
Emily, what'd you get?
wait, I just realized what it actually is. Holy shit. It's 9.
What did you say before, though?
Did you say 14?
Yes.
So the correct answer is 9.
Yeah.
Each brother shares the same sister, so there are 6 boys, 1 girl, plus Mr. and Mrs. So 9.
Inspiration, huzzah!
Yeah, everyone that answered correctly gets a point of inspiration. If you already have a point of inspiration and you answered correctly, you can pass it over to a fellow friend.
Emily, you can have mine.
I already have one.
Oh.
It's fine. I didn't
All
have
right.
to make that hard.
Alrighty. So,
Oh, goodness.
a little bit of a recap for the last session on our Icewind Dale campaign. So, questions were had about the egg gemstone that you guys had went to the Tourmaline mines to retrieve for the dragon. It was here where Avarice revealed some information about the entity that was inside of this egg. And there were worrying thoughts about whether it was going to be used for good or bad, or why this dragon rider would want the egg. We're kind of playing it in everyone's mind. You know, there was kind of some questions here and there. At the party's request, Avarice would make it a little harder for someone to gain access into the egg if they so choose to. There was a lot of events and roleplay that also occurred during the session. You know, those of note, those that were notable were the gang got some guns. Yep, and gear crafted for them.
That's hard
The
to
power
say.
of ingenuity. Heise watched Avarice commune with Levistus in sealing the egg, and the party noticed Targos's guards were investigating the murders that were in town last night. You know, all the people that were shriveling up and turning into little jelly beans. The guards were investigating that, but they were also on the lookout for some of the party members themselves. And there was some information learned that Not today, not the current day you guys are on, but the day after there will be some artwork that would be going around towns, as you guys will have official bounties or little wanted posters out looking for some of you. Oh, and the last thing that really happened was that Heisei kind of snuck away to confirm with Townspeaker Brigg that the party had completed the job. While he was there snooping around, he also learned about something called Operation Mastermind, a place called Karkalok, and that there was some sort of similarity or some sort of correlation with
Where have we
the
heard that
date
before?
of both of those on Night Hall 15. We see our party making their way over to Lonelywood. The majority of the party making their way over to Lonelywood.
Mhm.
Make a moment.
And at the
Downtown.
moment, Heisei and Kaldra are lagging behind the group for about 30 minutes or so. There's about a half-hour difference between the main party, or the party that's with everyone, versus those two little goobers. So, with that recap concluded, we are going to... we'll pick up with the main party as you guys are traveling to Lonelywood. As you guys are... If you guys want to do anything before y'all leave, because you guys have already left, you guys are kind of just traveling right now. If you guys want to say anything, feel free to interject or bring it up. If not, we're gonna make our way to to Lonelywood. So you guys leave Tourmaline's northernmost route, and this route takes you to Lonelywood. There are several wooden signs that have been staked into the ground that direct you, towards Lonelywood. The road that you are progressing on, it's quickly becoming a very small snow-covered path. The trees start to grow more dense as they begin to dot through the landscape, much more abundantly now. These trees that you pass, they are full with snow, thick with ice, which just hangs off of their branches. But these trees are thicker than the ones that maybe some of you would have passed in other regions. These are some very thick oak trees. Kind of think of like a redwood base, like redwood style bases. Like they are some wide trees. They are, not little twigs. They are, even though they are still, snow covered, heavily icicle covered, they are still vibrantly alive. You can still see they have leaves. And as you guys are making your way down this route, there's probably once or twice on your journey you have to kind of step off the small path to allow maybe a small wagon or sled to pass by you without any kind of interruption in travel for both of your parties. As you guys,
Wave at them.
yeah, they probably the people that are traveling, they keep their head down. They don't really make much motion or kind of commotion to get your attention. They just kind of keep their business to themselves and just keep on going. They just continue going. They don't care. They're not stopping. They probably whip their reins and make their animals travel faster.
Hey!
But other than that, the trip is mostly uneventful. There's not much that happens between Lonelywood and Tourmaline. At most, you guys walk for probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So it's not incredibly far from Tourmaline, especially on foot. So you're not that far from Tourmaline, but you're a good distance. Maybe a mile and a half or so. As you come around a slight bend in the tree line, you finally see the settlement kind of peek its way into your view. There isn't much to Lonelywood. It's a rather small town. The buildings are made from the nearby forest, and the buildings are placed modestly close to one another. Each house here is probably 2 stories tall at most, and there are small warm fires that are glowing from inside the house that you see the heat and the light escaping from nearby windows that have been frosted over. You see there's a small flag that flies atop a metal pole that brandishes this town's heraldry, which is a 3-headed animal set against a green background. Not many are out on the street as you guys are approaching. They seem eerily empty. You do notice that there are inhabitants here, as there are several foot tracks in the snow. But you see that many of the people that do move or are moving are on the actual waters of the Moire de Walden, that big body of water, kind of by Brinshan, or not by Bremen and the smaller towns. But for the most part, as your party arrives into Lonelywood, it's just you guys standing in the middle of the road as the town looms in front of you, with not much foot traffic. There's not many people walking about. You glance over to the waters, like I said, and there's probably 3 or 4 boats out there fishing. To the northwest of the town, there is just those trees that I was describing. They just become innumerable. There's so many of them that they just continue on and on, further and further out of your sight. And then the forest itself becomes so dark with just how thick it is. There's no light that can actually make its way into it. But this forest looks like it stretches far, far past y'all's view line. Yes.
Did we get our magic items?
Not yet.
Oh.
You got the ones that you bought. It's still the same day.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's roughly, you guys are arriving roughly about 6 or 7 in the afternoon since you guys woke up late this day and were doing all y'all's events in town on travel. So it's 7-ish, 8-ish. By the time you probably go to rest, you would get your items this evening.
Avarice is with us, right?
Yeah, she is. She has been walking kind of probably in the middle of the pack with you all, or kind of just, wherever you guys want her to walk.
Enoch would say, well, Avarice, we've made it, now what?
Well, we should probably find an inn or just wait for the others to rejoin us. I don't know if I want to pause. Did you guys tell her about the wander posters or anything like that might be going out?
So,
You guys think so?
I think
Caldra
so, yeah.
has a big mouth. Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure she said something.
Yeah, so Avarice continues. She says, I don't want to really stay inside the town, especially if these posters are supposed to be going up tomorrow. But if we could get away with staying in the inn just for, a little bit and leaving in the morning before anyone sees us, that would be nice. But we're really just waiting on the other two before we can start our investigation into the woods.
Sounds good. I'll go get us checked in. I'm walking around with my gun out.
Oh my gosh. Someone's gonna mug you.
You have a gun in your hand?
It's a BB gun.
Oh, okay.
He came prepared.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we were cleaning
He's
out
been
a
waiting
closet.
to tell this joke.
Yes, I've been waiting. I've had this in my lap the whole time.
Oh,
I
motherfucker.
love this.
It's like when we were really young, we got BB guns.
Dude.
But,
You would, as you begin to walk through the town with this gun brandished, you would see that there's a tavern relatively close to where you guys just first entered the town. There are, just small noises of people talking inside, some drinks probably being had. There's not much laughter, but you hear there are some lively, atmospheric, accommodations at the Lucky Liar Souls Tavern.
lucky liar.
But as far as an inn, you don't see much. You do see there is a boarded up building that is it looks like a drafty building. There are signs that it looks like there's some construction. Some of the boards or some of the windows are boarded up. There's broken glass panes. It looks like once was an inn at one point. There are just the usual looking exterior decorations of an inn, but it looks like it's been closed down or forsaken, abandoned, but it's just in kind of ruined tatters. Other than that, you don't see much.
Caterus will just be, he's been puffing his pipe and making different shapes this whole time, but he'll see that boarded up place and say, why don't we just stay in there? I mean, we don't have to pay, and we won't be seen, so kind of seems like we could kind of squat,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Should we find out why it's boarded up?
Maybe it's haunted.
I mean, I think it would be. We could probably ask around, but if it's been vacated or, abandoned, I don't think much people will really care, especially out here in the middle of nowhere.
Sure. Let's get in there.
I'm gonna use my divine sense on the board to detect evil. There's evil in there.
The building itself isn't. I have to look at your.
Yeah, it's between 60 feet. That is not behind total cover, which actually I realized means that it would not work here. So I do not do that. You cannot do that on a boarded up building. I apologize.
I mean, you can see if the ground's like hollow.
It's worth a
or
shot.
Like, yeah. But yeah,
Wait,
if you
you
don't
can-
want to use
yeah.
it, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he touches his stump hand to the board and like mutters a prayer, and it glows for a second, and that's all that happens.
All right. Yeah, Alvarez probably noticed you do this, and she says, "Did you sense anything?"
I don't think so.
Perfect. Well, I don't want to really draw attention to us. So if we don't, we could just probably sneak in here and call it a done deal. We do need to figure out a way to get the others'
Oh, yeah.
attention or make sure they know where we're at.
I could just, I could wait for them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get in the house here and try to make it more comfortable for us.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I could
Thank you.
gather some wood. We could at least maybe start a fire if the fireplace is all right. I will put my pipe away and just gather some wood. I assume since it's a rundown building, there's probably even some loose planks you could use.
Yeah, there are loose planks that are on the outside of the building. There are, there's a forest. There are a bunch of loose small branches too that you can choose from. So it's easy enough. You do it easily enough.
Yeah.
You guys do, as Avarice would probably go with you to help collect wood, Kitchus. You guys do see there is one of the windows you are has kind of loose boards next to it. Has enough of an opening that you guys are able to kind of squeeze through it. She probably kicks a board off or maneuvers her way inside to tidy the place up. So Avarice has gone into this ramshackle and is basically away from the party. If you guys are doing anything else, Kitris, if you want, you could join her as the fire is being made. But
Yeah,
it's whatever you guys want to do.
I would probably just be in there starting a fire, just the classic way. No magic. I think I have stuff for that. Yeah, I have a tinderbox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You are able to strike up a fire. And she, as you are inside, Avarice goes about to probably some sort of meditation. She eats crisscross applesauce with her gargoyles on either side of her, meditating. Her book is, she's kind of floating off the ground. Her book is like opened, and you see pages are being flipped through. But she is meditating. Yeah. While
I'm
that
gonna
is
sit-
happening,
I'm gonna sit on a tree and just like sit against a tree and just a fucking yeah, just wait for them.
this channel's not big enough for the two of us. Yeah.
I'm big enough for the two of us.
You definitely do that. Sir Lancelot, Enoch, are y'all two doing anything? Caldra, or Caldra?
I'm not there.
Yeah.
I will be investigating my smoke grenade.
Okay. So, you are looking it over, turning it over thrice in your hand. Go ahead and make just an investigation check to try to figure out or ascertain how this device functions.
A 5.
A 5. So you're looking at it. It looks a little foreign. From what you see, it's like, think of a typical grenade jar. There's like a little wick on the end of it. There looks to be some sort of wax residue of some sort at the tip or the end of the wax, and it looks like if you probably put your fingers on it, and just with the friction of your fingers, you can light it.
Oh, okay.
And that looks like a mechanism that would start whatever happens. You don't know to the extent of how big a radius a smoke grenade would create, but you learn that that's probably the best way to start it.
Okay.
It's just like,
Excellent.
yes.
Before Avarice started meditating, I would have asked her for that big chunk of tourmaline out of her bag of holding.
Oh yeah, she.
Yeah. And I have a hammer and crowbar. I'm not sure why. It must have been one of the packs that I picked at the beginning of creating this character. But I'm gonna slowly chip away and just make it some smaller pieces, more manageable, that I can hand out to each of the people in the party if they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. There's no checks associated with it. You do that. You have 2 tools. you can feel free to tell me how many pieces you make, or just what price each piece is at for.
I would try to make 6 equal pieces so that there's one for everyone, and then whoever doesn't want one, I'll just put it back in my backpack.
Yeah, you're able to do that without a hitch. It takes you, as she's meditating, you're doing that passively while you guys wait.
Okay.
Yeah, you easily do that. Sir Lancelot, you doing anything?
So I'm going to say Lancelot caught a reflection of himself in a window, and remembering that posters are going up tomorrow, he's kind of stopping and looking at his reflection in the window and kind of being like, "That'd be pretty noticeable."
No.
He is wrapping his cloak around himself in different ways. How well can he
Kill it.
disguise himself if he's just like all cloaked up?
You do you have a vision for what this would look like, or are you just trying to bundle up like throw a hood over, or what, are you doing anything to kind of change the shape of your body form? Because you are a turtle.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I mean, like if I could like cast an illusion, the vision I would have for like a good way for him to hide himself would be to make his shell look like a backpack.
Okay.
But I don't have that kind of magic, so I'm just gonna say cloak all over everything right now. And how bad does it look? He's looking in the mirror.
I would say make a performance check to see how well you do at this.
I am charismatic. 19.
You see your reflection, and you look less of a turtle. Your roundish exterior is more square, more backpackish. You just look like a very well-sized, broad, common folk wearing heavy weather clothing. So you look like you are able to disguise yourself. Now, that being said, if a light is shown on your face, or someone gets, you would probably be pretty easily discerned. But from that attempt, you did pretty well at concealing your round shape.
Cool. Okay.
The shadows are your ally.
I'm trying to think about what in the town what I could possibly ask somebody for help with disguising. I guess I'll go to the general store and try to buy a map and see what's in town.
You don't even have to do that. You walk over to because this town is very small. This is one of the outliers, one of the smaller little settlements here. As you kind of walk around the town, you see what's all here. Everything that's listed in the Discord, that you see everything. Like there are little signs that there's one that says the Queen's Garden. There's one that shows Pavel's used goods. Like there's like little signs here and there, and all these buildings are relatively in the same distance from each other. Maybe a good, at most there's probably from the first store to last is probably a block of distance between them, but they're all very congregated into the center of this town. This town doesn't have much, but as you go to the general store, you do see that there are, it looks like there are just different clothing, different goods. You don't see anyone currently, as you're kind of peeking in, you don't see anyone currently manning the counter or anything of that nature. You do see a sign that says, it's like a little plaque that says, "Out for lunch. If you buy anything, just leave gold behind."
Nice.
But it looks just like anything that you could want from the D&D's, the player's guide that's common, or in the equipment you could find there.
Cool. I'm gonna take a look at that and see what I could find.
Yeah, and it's just you inside. There's you don't know how you see there. It looks like there's like a layer of dust on this little sign. Like it's like hasn't been moved. And there's probably like three or four gold at most in the bowl.
I love it.
Yeah, it's very much. It's such a small town. It's very much an honor system going on here.
Cool. Well, good thing I'm an honorable turtle.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
your God's watching you. Better not.
Mm-hmm.
Don't break your oath. No, we cut over to the two individuals that are about half an hour away from the party, trailing behind. You guys are traveling to Lonely Wood. It's very much the same description that I gave the other members. You guys, as you walk, can feel free to talk amongst yourselves or whatever. Just let me know.
Okay. I just want to say I look like Mulan's horse, Khan,
Very nice.
but fluffy, like
Very
a
nice.
Clydesdale. Anyways, I just want to put that out there because I'm a pretty horse.
Love it.
I just want to make sure we're not being followed.
Yeah, you can make a perception check as you guys are traveling.
10.
10.
Starting off great.
Yeah, you there's not much that you really pick up on as you are kind of riding on top of Raina as she, or, on top of Caldra as she is in horse form. You don't notice much. You're kind of just trying to make sure you guys are going on the right path, making sure she's not going crazy. But other than that, I don't know. I don't.
Can I say that before I let him, or before I changed to a horse, I gave him a devil's tongue flower to hold on to,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
just be like, just hang on to this, okay?
Okay. Why is such a big fucking flower? Anyway.
Do you want more flowers?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I will create a mind link with him too before we like head
Yeah,
off and
I
stuff.
figured.
So if you did want to talk to me, you could just talk to me. You know, we can
Is
talk
there
about
something you wanted me
life.
to...
We can talk about, family, like, I don't know, like cousins, or, you know,
I don't.
moms, dads,
Are you trying to get information out of me? Is that what you're asking?
I'm just real curious. I've never had a family. Well, not that I know about, anyways.
Yeah.
You haven't had a family?
Well, it's complicated. The only person I've ever known kind of can't get away from her, but it's a long story.
Wait, why can't you get away from her?
That's a great question. I do not have an answer to.
I want to insight check that.
Yeah, feel free.
Oh, do I have to roll?
Yes.
Oh shit. Hold on.
I got a 21.
Hold on, let me just try again. I'll go ahead and use my inspiration.
Okay.
Dang, that birthday crate would have been so helpful.
7.
Well,
She is definitely lying.
Noted.
Ah.
Noted.
I don't know if you could tell on a horse, but
I can just
May-
tell with the tone of voice that you're
Yeah.
giving back.
well, she doesn't feel like she's lying. Just withholding information.
that's a good way.
Not the whole truth.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, but anyways, do you have any family? Any close family, relatives?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of only a nice window for my brother.
Really?
Yeah. Just looking for him.
Oh no. Is he alright? Is he lost? Is he
Well-
safe?
I don't know. Last I checked, I woke up and he was kidnapped by bandits.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I really don't know where he is. I'm trying to find his trail.
And it led you to Icewind Dale?
Yeah, sadly.
Well, don't say sadly, because we met. And now we're best of friends.
That's not what I was meaning sadly about. Icewind Dale's kind of not a nice place.
Well, it is very cold. But
Yeah.
most of the people are nice. Well,
I
a
don't know.
small percentage is nice.
What kind of people are you running into? And where can
Well-
I find them?
Well, I spent a lot of time, or at least in the last year or so, just kind of helping people, since I can make people feel better when they're hurt. So I just spend about that much time doing, that stuff.
Oh.
But I just kind of breezed over your brother. What? How? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but do you think he's hurt? Do you have any possible idea of who could have stole him, or?
I'm still kind of looking into that. I
Well,
haven't really
if
got
you
much
need my
information,
help,
so
well, if you need my help, I'm happy to help.
yeah, I appreciate that. I know it's probably not the best idea, but I have Avarice kind of looking into that for me. Any information works.
That's so nice of her. Bless that girl's heart.
Yep, bless her heart.
Wow, I'm rubbing off on you.
Not really. Her heart's kind of doomed from what I could. Oh,
Well, I'll let you in on a secret. Bless your heart isn't a nice thing. I'm just trying to be nice.
oh. Wait, so that's why you told me that before?
Did I tell you that?
I don't know. I'm bullshitting. wait.
I've definitely said it to Avarice.
I got a 21 on a deception check.
I don't think Calvin would know this, honestly.
Well, I feel like I have never said that to you. I would never disrespect you like that.
It's fine. We're in Iceland now. I really could care less.
Oh.
Shit happens.
Well, I don't want any of my friends thinking I said something wrong or anything like that.
It's alright. Even if you did, it didn't offend me, so you're fine.
Oh. Okay. That's fine. She's quiet. Her eyes are blue. Bright blue.
Her horse eyes.
Her horse.
Yep.
Her horse eyes are.
I look like a demon horse right now.
There was, of course, blue eye. Right.
She's just trotting along. She's quiet
Alright.
now.
Yeah, I'd be quiet too. Kind of make it awkward.
Yeah, we see them trotting along to Lonelywood with the lovely song of Barracuda beginning to play. Dun, 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 as you guys travel. Yeah, as you guys travel to Lonelywood. Probably roughly. Actually, before you guys arrive, Lancelot, did you find anything that you wanted to buy or?
Yeah. He bought a disguise kit, a grappling hook, and a tent because he doesn't have one, which equals 29, but he leaves 30 because he leaves a tip.
Very nice. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, so I would assume you would probably Lancelot would probably make his way back to the Ramshackled Inn, find those inside of it. We cut to the horse Caldra, and I say riding into town. You guys both see a little guy posted up on a tree with a shotgun. You quickly see Antiochus posing as you guys enter Lonelywood.
Why is he holding the shotgun like that?
He kind of looks adorable.
Yeah, is he trying to intimidate people?
It's not working. I just want to pick him up and give him a hug.
You do that. You do that with all your heart.
I can't. I'm a horse.
Just change out of a horse when we get up to him. What a good. I don't know why you didn't think of that. When we get up to him, you know, not be a horse anymore, but it's fine.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
Oh, well then, I mean, you could just pick him up with your, I don't know.
I'm not
nose.
going to do it.
I wave. God.
Hey!
I'm gonna do the little thing where the horse like raises up.
Whoa!
Yes.
I'm still on. Calm down.
I was trying to wave too.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get down
Yeah.
and walk the rest of the way.
I run past you. And I do a little thing when the horse rolls in the snow.
Very subtle. I like it.
Hey guys. Hey. Glad you got here safe. Just waiting for you. You like how I'm posing with my gun? Looks
Yeah,
scary, right?
You look
Like
very
intimidating.
scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, very intimidating.
You hear the horse, like, what is the word? Where they neigh and it sounds like they're laughing.
That's a yes, right?
Yep, totally.
Woo! Thank you, horse. Where's Caldra? Where's she?
That is Caldra.
Oh, that's his blue-eyed like.
Yeah. It's crazy.
She's really big this way.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
a
the horse like,
You're a big old horse.
Druid.
I'll turn my head and go, and then I'll just prance off like a little prance.
How was your mission? How'd that go? Here, I'll get up and we can walk back.
Wait, I come back and take
Welcome
the
to
devil's
Lonelywood.
tongue out of your hands in my mouth.
You're
and
still a
then
horse. I was about to say, I'm not gonna let you grab it if you're a horse.
I grab it from you. And then I walk off.
That was weird.
Yeah. Horse people.
Anyway, yeah, horse people. Anyway, the mission went better than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
I've got information, so
Oh, that's good.
let's go tell everybody else though.
Okay. Apparently, we should let ourselves be seen if we can help it. We're staying inside there in the abandoned place. Can you tell Caldra?
Maybe
Horse.
I'll try.
Horse.
I'll try and tell Caldra we're in the abandoned place.
Okay.
So you're going the wrong way.
I'm turning around.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, you all reconvene inside of this ramshackle inn.
I turn back into myself.
Yeah, of course. I figured. Yeah, it's been made up a little bit. What little accommodations or cozy decorations or cozy beds that could be laid out have been laid out for comfortable sleeping for everyone. Kitris, you probably have after Avarice got done meditating before anyone else really came in. You probably saw Avarice reach into her bag of holding, pull out some extra bedrolls, and put them out.
Before they actually came in, if she came out of her meditation while no one else was in there,
Yes.
I would have just quickly asked her, when we found those, smoldering feet of the dwarf, for an instant you didn't look like yourself. You don't have to, explain anything. I'm just curious if there's anything you'd like to share regarding the black skin.
Yes. So when I was young, I found myself in a bit of trouble. And what that is a side effect of said trouble. It's just something that happens now. I wasn't born this way, so you don't need to be afraid that's going to happen to you, unless it has happened to you. We have much to talk about, but yes, it's just something that I have. It's helped me grow stronger. It's something that happens when I am in danger or I need more capable spells or capable magic at my disposal, I enter that state.
Is it more dangerous for us? Like, if it happens in our presence, are we in danger?
No, I have complete control over it. I'm an archmage, of course.
Right.
If I was young, then yes, but I'm not young anymore. I've grown accustomed.
Right. It's interesting you say that, when you're in danger, you have more spells and more capabilities in this form. I mean, that's kind of what you awakened in me, right? Now, when I'm in danger, I have more available to me. I just don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. So, but that's interesting. I mean, what you awoke in me, does it have anything to do with the form that you take?
It shares similarities. Yours is a little more chaotic in nature. You don't have much. I mean this by no offense, but you have no real magic spell casting capabilities, from what I've observed.
Right.
So it might be harder for you to tune that frequency, let's say. But yes, we do have the same essence within us.
Right. He blushes a little bit. All right. And he doesn't even bother trying to like insight check or anything. He's kind of like, taken aback by her a little bit. So he kind of takes her at her word and.
Well, she would try to. I think in this moment she would try to offer some sort of comfort, because she might have picked up on like some uncertainty or some sort of maybe hesitancy when you're asking these questions, some sort of curiosity that would kind of beckon her over to you, and she would kind of touch you where your heart would be. And she says,
Yeah.
"Someone once told me this phrase, and I think it's probably best that you hear it. I don't know if this really applies, but bless your heart." She takes her hand away.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously never heard the phrase before and doesn't know the negative connotations, so he would take it for, face value, right? That's awfully kind of you, so, thank you for that. And he just kind of like, kicks at the dirt a little bit and turns back around and tends to the fire.
She goes back to doing her whatever she was doing in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens before everyone comes back. You guys all kind of at this moment reconvene. Obviously later after that conversation, but you all reconvene. You're all inside of this rundown inn, but for the most part, it has been made comfortable and livable. I'll hand it over to you. You guys are all kind of around this small little campfire that has been built in here.
Enix
So
starts
what-
doing hand shadows.
Yeah.
Kitris
drawing
is-
gang signs.
Kitris is practicing with his pipe, but like trying to make them like dance with the shadows, kind of thing. Just having a good time.
So what's the game plan here, guys? What are we doing in Lonelywood? Avarice, please.
What I initially told you for our payment, there is a tomb here, an elven tomb.
Mm-hmm.
I have learned about that. I don't know. I don't know its exact location, so it's going to be a bit of a journey into the woods, looking around. Yes, but my ultimate goal is to retrieve a compass inside this tomb. I've heard about this compass. Leads you to what you desire the most, and I find that quite useful in my search. Hopefully, you guys stick around for making our search for this Netherese city that is beneath the ice. Yes, that is what we are here to do. So it'll be a bit of build. It will be a bit. Oh my gosh! Excuse my tongue ties. It will be a bit of a trek through the woods. I have heard strange rumors about some sort of white moose that has been terrorizing this town. I don't know if any of you have heard about it.
That's right.
But I'm sure we'll have to contend with whatever this moose is, or whatever that's all about. But yes, it should be relatively easy, I believe. We are, you guys are professionals, as the Tourmaline Mind should show.
Damn right.
She does also bring up, and once we are free of the city, done with this lonely wood, this tomb, we really should give that dragon the egg. We should really give that over to her. I believe, I think she turns to high say. Didn't the dragon give? Or who was the DM talk? Who was the one that didn't the dragon give someone like some sort of whistle bell or some sort of item to call her? I can't recall.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
It should have happened, unless it's one of those
It's
memes.
it's a whistle.
It's one of those memes where someone's like, "I forgot to give them the item." Oh shit!
Go back, give him.
I remember someone got it. One of the. It might be Antiochus, honestly. I think he approached the dragon. Really knew.
Yeah, most of us didn't approach it.
Hold on.
I think I approached it with him, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I took it. Or
I was in his pocket. I remember that.
You go, girl.
Go girl.
Tyke has it, or I have it.
Hold on,
You guys can decide. I mean,
You
everyone
can
can
have it.
decide. Yeah, everyone can decide. It's just a little dragon whistle. It's a very beautifully carved bone dragon whistle. You blow on its tail, and when you blow on it, the whistle calls the dragon. I don't know. It's a bone dragon whistle.
I guess if everybody's okay, I'll have it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Avarice would continue. She said, "Yes, whenever I feel once we get
You
outside
do
of the
have
city,
the whistle. I found it.
yes. Once we get out of the town, we should signal the dragon, complete this portion of our trek, and then with the compass that we will get from the tomb, we can set our path out for this dragon loot, and then find our way to the Nethery City.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else that you guys want to do.
I have a question. Is it a problem that I say, are you a full elf or are you a half elf?
I'm a half elf.
Do you think that's going to be helpful in the tomb? I look back to Avarice. Do you think heritage is important? Like maybe it's trapped, and you need elven lineage or something?
Oh, I'm sure there will be many traps or riddles. Elves are quite quirky. It would help if someone here spoke Elvish. I do not speak Elvish.
I do.
Me?
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm half elf, so I do speak Elvish.
No.
I think we are fine then. If we have someone that can speak Elvish, they can translate any kind of writings. We're kind of going in blind. All I know is that this is where this compass is. This is what I've learned. But I don't know much about the tomb. I don't know a name. I don't know any of that information. I came about this information through my own methods, but it will be quite valuable to us in our endeavors. But yes, that is what we are doing. Hopefully not getting caught by any bounty hunters.
Hopefully not.
Well, is there any way anyone can like disguise himself? I mean, no offense, but I don't think our turtle friend will be able to hide. Yes, Antiochus?
Me and Kitris, one of us can be on the other's shoulders.
Oh God.
Oh,
mean,
oh, really?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably best you on mine because of the horns, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just didn't want to, I didn't want to presume.
Yeah.
Can you? Also, no offense.
Okay.
Can you lift him?
We haven't tried that.
Can I, the barbarian of the group, lift the 2'7"? Oh.
No.
The other way around.
The other way
around.
Rude.
Oh.
The other way around.
You are very strong, Kitris. I can tell.
Well, I wasn't offended. I was just confused.
No offense to our
I kind of want to see it,
little
actually.
wizard friend.
Okay, I can give it a go. Hang on, let me stretch first.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
stand back.
Oh, we're gonna do this now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
in the safe place.
just kind of like
Or if I throw out my back, then someone can help me.
just kind of like squat down and I'll kind of one leg over and the other leg
Right,
over.
okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So I try to get on Antiochus's shoulders and so he can lift me up.
Yep.
Antiochus, you will need to make a strength check, just a flat strength check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can pick up this
I am 150 pounds.
Oh no.
hard muscle.
I got 11.
You brace yourself. You feel yourself start to move him, but you realize really quickly that this is not what you are suited for.
Okay. Wait, go back down.
Yeah.
Go back down.
I get up.
I probably could do it, maybe, but I think it's better the other way around.
You did great. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any ideas? How we can? Are we just gonna sneak everywhere?
I mean, I can.
Well, good for you, friend. What about us?
I'm gonna say that maybe while you guys have all been around the group chatting, Lancelot has been toying with his disguise kit, with his back turned to you guys. He's looking at his reflection in a little mirror. He's doing some shit, and then he's like, "Well, what do you think of this?" And he'll turn around, and he will have tried to make his face look like it's burned. Because he doesn't have a human nose or anything, so I'm gonna go with like burn victim look for him.
All right.
Stolen valor.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
I have no idea. What should I roll performance?
So you can do another performance check. Since you are using the disguise kit, I'll give you advantage on the roll.
Nice.
Okay.
Because you have spent
That's
the time to do
spicy.
some makeup, and what you described would make sense. You don't have like a nose.
Okay, yeah. So it would have been 15.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean, Sir Lancelot looks, passable to an extent of if someone wasn't like, right up in his grill, like kind of looking at him, he would pass just a passive perception check as he walks by. He looks like a normal tin towner with the burn marks, frostbite marks on his face. Looks pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
Looks great.
Well, I
actually.
was mistaken. Yeah, that looks
You look so
amazing.
gross right now.
Thank you. I'm having fun.
I feel like we could put a wig on Enoch and be good.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
My question
throwing out
is,
ideas.
how long are we going to have to hide ourselves from these bounty hunters?
It's a great question.
Like, are we going to have to do this until we take care of Avarice? Or
What?
find this ship?
I think once the posters are up, it's not just the bounty hunters we're gonna have to worry about.
We're gonna have to kill who's
it's-
posting the
I
bounties.
think it's probably gonna be everyone.
Yeah.
Gonna be watching out for us. So,
And we can't just kill everyone.
Oh, I know. I do have this.
Yeah.
That did not sound confident.
A Sith Lord saying, "Kill everyone, Enoch." Flip the hood over.
Oh, no.
It will just be until we can clear our names.
Do it.
You hear Kittrus's other voice say, I mean, we can kill everyone. It's not that big a deal. I mean, we're pretty strong, right?
Silence that second voice.
Sorry, I mean, I don't really have much. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I am very against killing innocent folk that are just doing what they think is right. So, Antiochus, if you raise your hand one more time.
Bless
If
your
they
heart.
attack us,
Yes!
if they attack us, then like, what choice are we left with? You want us to knock them out,
Well,
and they'll get back up and come for us?
I prefer that. I mean, the bounty hunters, that's kind of different.
We
I
could
guess.
cripple them if that's what you would prefer.
Antiochus,
I like this
that's
guy's
so
thinking.
dark.
We will not do that. What was the name? Blessed be thine heart.
I'm
That's
just,
at least two. That's two.
I'm just wondering, like, what are the options if they do come for us? If you don't want to kill them, I mean, they may think what they're doing is right or whatever, right? But they don't leave us with many choices, and if we leave them alive, then that's a problem we have to deal with later.
So what I'm hearing is, some town folk see this poster, and they're
Sure.
like, "Oh no, I'm gonna report you." What are you gonna do? Just shoot them with your shotgun?
No, I'm talking about the bounty hunters.
I said the bounty hunters were different.
They're different.
Yeah, that'd be different.
You want to kill them too?
If we can just stay away from them, that would be great.
Well, shit, wouldn't that be lovely?
Kittrus is just like, I mean, I'm unless one of you can work magic, I don't think there's any disguising this. So, to answer whoever said earlier, are we just gonna sneak around all the time? I might actually have to do that quite a bit anytime we're in town. I might have to stick behind.
We could do the second thing.
I mean,
We'll just run.
we could absolutely try.
Just run. Yeah, damn right you will. You just get out of there, man.
But I mean, Kaldra's right. We can't just kill random people.
Right.
Um,
Right.
because we're recognizable from a poster.
Then our bounty will really go up.
Yeah, we don't want to confirm that.
Right.
I mean, we already killed a bunch of innocent people.
I think Avarice would speak up. Is there anyone that knows the truth? Anyone that can, back up y'all's story? Was there any allies?
Ooh.
That were
Yes.
We
you
have
have a
one.
friend?
We do have
Yeah.
some.
Yes.
Something to give you some sort of credit? Or...
Captain
Yes,
for,
her name.
or East Haven. Argalath or something like that.
Yeah.
Captain Arlag.
Or Lagath, yeah.
Arlagan. Yes.
I would figure maybe this Barlagat, maybe she could back up y'all's claim that you were whatever you guys did.
Charmed.
I
and
think
if you
She
want
was
the
working
bounties-
on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't. The last time we saw her, she was in I put her invisible and she went into Targus, right?
Yeah.
So who knows what's happening with her?
Oh, didn't she go into hiding?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Targos is the town that's hunting us, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Well, if we killed the one who, put you guys up to this, or whatever happened to y'all, we could kill them, clear your name, or we could not kill them and have them proclaim that you guys are innocent and you were
That was the town speaker, wasn't it?
Yep. It sure was.
it's town speakers are just common
dime a-
folk. I'm sure
They're a dime a dozen.
I'm sure we could dispatch of them relatively easy.
And then we can have an election to have one of us become the town speaker.
I don't remember. Does this
I don't
group
know.
does this group know that town speaker is a doppelganger?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys, there was the big reveal that whenever you guys turned it in, he did his whole monologue.
Oh, okay.
Whenever,
He was teleported out.
whenever she said it should be really easy, I like looked around and was like,
Yeah, did we tell her that yet?
I don't know if we told her.
I think there was talk about doppelganger, but I don't think you guys relayed the information that he was a doppelganger. I think
Okay.
there was like
Yeah,
you guys were concerned about doppelgangers and all that. But I don't think y'all informed her on those matters.
Yeah, Kitris will just be like, well, I mean, he's not just a normal
Town speaker.
speaker. He's a doppelganger, so, and we don't know if he's like a super strong one or like middle of the road, or, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there are ways to prove a doppelganger is a doppelganger. She looks over to Caldra. By chance, do you know how to cast the Moonbeam spell?
Why, yes.
Well, if you legend says, history books say that if you cast that spell on a doppelganger, their true form will be revealed. So maybe you could out him. Don't have to really dirty your hands. Maybe you could do that, and then maybe the consensus around your group could be swayed or changed by the public's reception or, reaction to whatever happens.
So I would just have to get close enough without anyone killing me to cast a spell.
Yes, you could turn into a spider or something. You do that.
Or if he was, out in the open in like a group, like the town gathered for some reason, you just cast it, and everybody sees it, right? If there's some way that could happen.
Well, yeah, I could always try. Now, he can... Oh, can he resist it? He can just resist the damage. Yes. Okay, it still takes damage. Okay. Yeah. If I can get close enough, I'm willing to.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great plan. That doesn't help us right now, but yeah.
I might know a time we can use it though.
You do.
Yeah. Speaking of, while I was gone, I left, I got some information. That probably I shouldn't have heard, but it's a good thing I did. So Targos guards are coming to Lonelywood, probably tomorrow morning. Just so everybody's aware. So I'm assuming we're gonna need to get going after the night. I'm hoping I might have persuaded them away. They said something about Brynshanda, and I said that's where we are heading. To the town speaker, Germlin. I don't remember his name. I really don't care. But I overheard I can't remember the tiefling's name either.
Yeah.
It's Scath. Yes, he was there talking to the town speaker, and he said they were looking for us, and they're gonna come here next. But they said something about a meeting of town speakers, and I believe it was. I can't remember what day it was because
15th.
I forgot to. It is the 15th. Night Hall the 15th. We could go there and try and deal with that situation.
Oh, and remember you told me the Operation Mastermind in Karkalok is also the 15th.
Yes.
Whatever the heck that is.
Yeah.
It'd be a very important operation if it has its own name.
Yeah.
I know.
So there's that.
A cool
the
name.
town speaker for some reason will be there. I'm assuming he's part of Operation Mastermind, whatever the fuck that is. Secretly, he could have been a doppelganger and we didn't even realize.
Everyone could be. Any one of us.
I think we cleared that up, didn't we?
I can move and beam us if we want to clear everybody.
Nah.
Why are you denying it?
Because
I promise that I am 100% me.
Wait, that was also the
I
other
don't-
party. Never mind.
I don't
That's exactly
mind
what
questions.
a
Doppelganger would
the
say. right?
doppelganger would say. Yeah.
Would you
Kid-
like for me to prove it?
No, I don't. I mean, you're good.
Kitchers is
I
just
believe
like,
you.
you already know I'm not 100% me, but I'm not a doppelganger. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I think we're good. Probably. I
maybe-
squint my eyes.
Avarice would say, maybe we should tell each other a secret or something so we could distinguish ourselves from doppelganger or something of that nature. Maybe something silly or important to oneself.
Oh,
Hmm.
on that note, here you go, Kitchers.
What?
I'll
Oh,
give you your devil's tongue flower.
oh, it's was it behind your back? It's 3
Yeah.
foot flower.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my God, it's beautiful. Thank you.
And I made it look like kind of like a flame.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is wonderful. It's glorious. I love it.
You're welcome.
I mean, I could tell a secret, I suppose, that I don't think anyone else would know this. I don't have a father. Like, not I don't know who my father is. There was no dad. There was no father involved in my creation. So,
Oh.
yeah. So
Ow.
that's probably a good
How?
way to, I don't know. That's kind of why I'm out here, trying to figure everything out.
So you have a mom?
I do, yes.
Well, who's next?
You volunteering?
Sure, I don't mind. She like smirks. I was going to make a joke, but I don't think it would be right. I was gonna say I'm not the easiest to get along with, but I think yes, that's not a secret.
Right. We're there.
Dealing with the same family trauma or family topic, I guess. I have a rather estranged relationship with my mother. She is not my favorite person.
So she's still with us, still alive.
Yes, she is still very much alive.
Well, I'll go next. So I already kind of told hi, I guess, but that was on the way over here, so I think we're good. But I actually don't have a clue who my parents are at all. I was stuck in a place surrounded by people that weren't very nice, and that's where I was raised.
Where was this? That might actually help your, if we ever have to prove. Yeah. And actually, same to Avarice, your mother's name would probably help. But, I mean, you don't have to share that, but that would probably help us. You know, I mean, it kind of sounds like everybody has mommy or daddy issues, so I don't think these are secrets. We need more details.
Well, what's your mom's name?
Yeah.
It's Nari, N-A-R-I.
Someone memorize that.
Avarice?
I need a persuasion check from all of you. Like a group persuasion check.
Get vulnerable with us.
This is gonna be an additive DC. So the DC that you all need to beat, like conjoined, is gonna be a 30. So all y'all's stuff will roll up together and add.
Gosh dang it.
DC 30.
Oof. We're not pulling our weight.
No, we're not.
17.
Uh,
Oh wait. Yeah,
okay.
I don't add anything.
12.
So we're at 29 so far. So you guys earned it, I guess. So,
You should have made that higher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Sure.
You're not being true. We already had
We already had it.
We only needed one.
Just want to be the least
I had
persuasive
14.
person.
You got what?
14.
Yeah, you guys are gonna learn the name.
I got an 8.
My mother is Lynn Harple.
What?
It's a cool name.
Indeed.
That's a cool name.
This group hasn't met that one, right? All right, Blinn, what?
Lynn Harple.
Harp.
Harpel. Harple.
Oh, I'm just connecting the dots now. Oh. That went over my head for a second. Okay.
I feel like I've spelled Blinn differently every time in this doc.
Well, I didn't write down where I was kept, but let's just say I was kept by a group called the. Hold on, what they called? The Eel Atlas.
Wow, what they do?
Eel, like the slippery fish?
IL dash Atlas.
Eel. Oh, like French?
Like
Or,
two?
or I found this is way easier.
On the name generator website is what I'm looking at.
It's the path of the inspiration followers. That's who kept me.
What did they do?
It's like a cult.
They weren't nice to me. Let's just say that.
Is that why you had the whole get up?
Her eyes are gonna glow. She just keeps stuttering. She can't talk.
We're just gonna take that as a yes. No need to go more into it. And I'm gonna like elbow Antiochus for questioning too damn much.
No, not my old side. I'm weak there. Stop.
Anyway.
My bones are brittle over there.
Speaking of, Antiochus, your turn.
Okay. Well, before I was like, I was me, but I'm like, I'm a simulacrum of my old side. I'm like a double, like a clone or something.
A doppelganger?
No. I guess in definition maybe, but not the creature.
So you were raised by yourself?
Yeah. I like to think of it. It's kind of hard to, you're like, I'm like, oh, I'm me, but like I'm also him. You kind of struggle with that sense of individuality. If maybe I'm just us.
Lancelot is
Where do I
peering at
start?
okay. I'm peering at the old side again, and Lancelot's like, does the side have... Does it interact with us at all right now in this moment? Can you see out of this eye?
In this moment? No. In this moment, no. But it has. It kept you warm that night. and it's also helped in fights and stuff. And
Thank
I
you.
mean, it has interacted, but just oftentimes he's not there. So okay, next question. Enoch, did you do one?
Oh, what, a secret?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not really a secret, but I guess.
you're bald.
I mean, if we're.
I say would actually be laughing at that.
I mean,
No, because he's very sensitive.
If it's all family stuff, my father is an Andante from the. You don't know what the Andante are? Anybody?
Can I make a history check?
It's
don't
not,
even
it's
know.
not like a
I don't-
secret thing.
I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
So
off the
this
top of
actually,
my
this is
head.
actually a thing from Forgotten Realms. I found this a few years ago. I thought it was really cool. So they're like super pacifist orcs that live in the northern Faerun, in the Tortured Lands. They're an original group of. I'm just basically reading this off the background thing I sent to Jacob like last year or something. So there was an original group of 30 orphan Grey Orcs that were rescued and taken to this place and raised as pacifists under the eyes of Eldath, goddess of peace and calm
I
Oh,
waters.
told you Eldath was real.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So funny.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
and then all this other stuff happens that I'm not going to talk about because it takes too long. And his mother, my mother, is a human. She's the witch of the Tree Ghost tribe in the High Forest, which is also in Faerun. It's where the grandfather tree is.
Star, didn't you play a character that followed Eldath?
Yes, my
That was
very
her first one.
Yeah.
like campaign character was Janira, a cleric, and she followed Eldath, but apparently Eldath wasn't real.
Yeah.
Hell it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Got it.
It was.
I love
it
the
was
passion.
Chris. It was Chris's homebrew, so maybe she wasn't real in there. But
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and they're both alive and they're both fine.
Oh,
No childhood trauma there.
Were they nice to you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Did you say Tree Ghost Tribe?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghost.
Which is,
well,
yeah, basically
can
an all.
we-
Yeah, so Tree Ghost Tribe, which is in the High Forest, which
Sounds
is where the
amazing.
grandfather tree is, which is one of the things that Eldath was like one of her sacred spots.
Sweet.
Grandfather tree.
Can we also have your father's name, just in case?
Cornelius.
Love that name.
That's idiots.
And my mother's name is Genevieve.
I love that.
Genevieve Ghostweaver.
Ooh.
That's a sick name.
Genevieve.
Yeah. So that's my thing. And then my mother had a vision when I turned 5, and she does not question her vision. So that's how I ended up at the Black Raven Monastery. Learned all these sick moves.
You are amazing at them too. Mesmerizing. Very strong.
Yeah. He does a big roundhouse kick in the air.
Amazing. Who's next?
Am I the only one left?
Oh
Or-
no, we got
no,
our friend
no.
High Say too.
Yes, the one who I can never see anywhere. Oh, he's here.
Hello. I am here. Sorry. I mean, I don't have to be if you don't want me to. I can...
No, I enjoy your I just sometimes you're gone and sometimes you're not. Well, I'm already talking, so I'll keep talking. I don't have I don't have much of a secret. Miss Cowdra actually already figured it out. My favorite flower is the hoi hoi hibiscus.
Gotcha.
Wow, that was just a guess. I thought it looked great against your complexion.
That's why I like it.
He says as he's just like a burn victim right now.
With the flower crown still on there. It's wilting.
So, no secrets at all?
Nope.
Insight.
Insight.
What the fuck?
I wanna assist with that.
Sure.
Actually, I'm a curious man.
Okay, sure. What do I roll?
I'm proficient with it, so I want to use it.
You
I guess
you can roll deception or persuasion. You don't have to state which one you roll right off the bat.
Okay, I can't roll digitally then.
You can just message me which one you are rolling.
You can also
I'm
just
helping
I'm
my
not
way
telling
forward.
anything else.
Oh my god, how do I message?
I only got a 19, so.
I
All right, Emily. What do they? Yeah, you feel free to share.
you get the sense he doesn't really remember and he's embarrassed. Which is why he's not telling more.
Well, what about your lady friend you were talking to me about? Did you remember her name?
Yes. Yes, it took me a while, but it came to me last night in a dream. The good lady Chelavere.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
What'd
She
you
might
say, sorry?
The good Chelavere.
Chelavere, okay.
The good lady Chelavere. She promised that she would wait for me.
Did she?
I believe so.
How old are you?
He's old.
He's still waiting?
He's old, dude. How old can turtles get? He's like, I wrote down 250.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
He's still waiting?
They're very patient people.
I mean, I haven't been back in about 100 years, but I have faith.
Holy shit.
Oh my, she must really love you.
She's
So-
probably still waiting.
So Emily, turtles can live up to 250 years.
Well, see, I knew what I was doing when I wrote that number down.
Jesus.
He's dying at the end of this campaign.
This is Sir Lancelot's last great adventure.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Lancelot's
kinda
last
sad.
dude.
Okay.
Wait, I'm seeing up to 380 years.
Oh, maybe I'm just
What?
going to get the wrong information.
I thought I was already stretching it. I thought it was supposed to be only like the same as all the other player characters.
You are old. There. We have
I'm
determined
old.
that you are old.
I'm in my last year of the expected lifespan.
Shit, 100? Years since you've seen her?
Give or take a few.
Well, I know
Weird.
I had a friend, his name was Odysseus, and his wife waited 20 years for him to come back.
Okay.
That's a long time.
But true love will last.
Chicken beats me
Sorry.
right now.
I'm so disappointed in
Watch Epic the Musical.
you.
Okay.
Read the Odyssey.
I think that's romantic. All right, Hase, your turn.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't tell many people this. My mother is a high lady of Silvery Moon, so I'm technically a prince.
Oh,
I see it
Ooh
now.
la
That's what you
la.
say that. I see it. I see
I
it.
don't flaunt the title because I do not want to be a prince. To
I
that
hate the
I'm
degree.
monarchy.
Oh,
It's gonna
why not?
make an insight check. Avarice is gonna make an insight check against this.
Why don't you want to be a prince?
There's reasons that I don't want to go into.
Okay.
I I think you would be a great prince.
He doesn't want to be a parasite in society, maybe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Strong political views over here.
That's not real pacifist of you, Enoch.
I never said I was pacifist.
True,
I said my father was.
True.
He's a revolutionary.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Could we be like your lordship? Or Prince I say?
Like I said, I don't use that title for a reason.
Okay. We'll just call you I say. Oh, see, aren't we much closer? We're all much closer now, right?
We're all good
Very much
friends.
closer.
Okay, group bug.
I'm gonna mind leak with Heisei, be like, I don't like the way she said that.
I would have been staring Everest down. How is she responding to this, by the way? To me saying that.
She is taking it all in like a sponge, and she seems a little happier to learn that there's someone with the title in the party.
Oh, great.
If you were telling the truth, she did roll an insight check, and she rolled really low. So,
What was I supposed to roll?
Persuasion or deception?
Persuasion or deception, but she rolled so low that she has to believe you. She rolled an at one.
Ooh.
Regardless
Wow.
of what, regardless of
Pretty
whatever
bad.
you were doing. Yeah.
Sweet.
I didn't give her my my bountiful look.
Well, that was a great, like, what is it called? Like a sharing group? I really enjoyed it. Well, most of it.
What'd you not enjoy?
Antiochus, if I'm honest, you ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
But I don't blame that on you. You're just quizzical.
Oopsie.
So you don't like that I asked a lot of questions?
Yes, Heisei, I was saying it nicely.
What?
Bless your heart.
What? Why'd you say me? What did I do?
Oh,
I mean, we look alike. I get it.
Calvin must be exhausted.
I get it. You see
I
their
don't think
resemblance?
we look alike in the slightest.
Oh, come on.
I feel like I say Heisei a lot, so that's probably what happened.
Okay.
Antiochus. There we go.
Okay.
Well, everybody just gonna sit here awkwardly now?
Actually, I'm
Yes.
gonna go step out and keep watch of our building.
You need help?
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yep.
Ooh.
All right.
Kitris will be smoking his pipe somewhere, and you'll see, instead of like an animal or a creature, you'll actually see like the shape of his mother's face just come out of the pipe, and he'll just say, "That's my mother." And you'll see like she doesn't have like the fur or anything. She's just incredibly beautiful tiefling. You don't get to see the color of her skin, but she'd be probably a blue-skinned tiefling. Nice long flowing like wavy hair.
Kitris, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
The most beautiful cloud of smoke I've ever seen.
Kitris will laugh at that. Yeah, she's something.
Wow. You got a lady. Your mom is beautiful. Just amazing. I love learning about you guys. And her eyes are like the bright, glowing blue again.
Who has a lady?
Well, our turtle friend.
Oh,
I do.
sorry. I thought you were
Do you
speaking.
mean to insinuate that she is not waiting?
No, I'm sorry. I thought Caldra was addressing all of that to me, and
Oh no,
I thought
was
she
just
may be
listing
confused.
things.
Right, understood. No, I'm sure she's still waiting.
Actually, I'm gonna have more questions for Antiochus. So Lancelot is looking at the old side of you again. Do you
I'm
continue
move
to
over.
age? Do both sides continue to age at the same rate?
It hasn't been. I can't tell. Hang on. I'll take something. I'll take the hourglass out of. It's like a necklace and it has like an hourglass on it at the end. I don't know. I have this though. And I've said this. I forget who I said this. I said this to Kitris when we were bonding one night. Because we're really close. But when I look at it, I get a real sense of finality. I plucked it out of the air after I woke up and the spell was casted. Just right out of the. Anyways, I'm gonna put it up again.
It's interesting. I have not encountered this kind of magic before. It is very. In all of my years, I've seen many things, but not quite anything like this. So it is very interesting. Thank you for telling your story.
Thank you for listening.
Avarice will pipe up when you show this hourglass.
Oh fuck.
It says, it is quite a curious trinket you have.
I had it before a contract.
Do you think if it is destroyed that you will still remain, or I think it tethers you to this place?
Oh.
Keeps you
Well, I
alive?
don't know, but I'd rather it not be destroyed if we don't know what it does.
Is the hourglass? Is there sand in the hourglass? Is it falling?
Yeah, it's like slowly falling, like ever so slowly,
She says,
like slower than normal.
to me, it looks like
And
you
don't,
have an
no,
expiration.
no.
Time is.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to believe that.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yes! 3!
She quits talking after that.
I'm gonna open a door and let Demetrius out and just like see what he sees, and let him fly around and see what he sees.
I think Heisei, you were doing that too, right? You were gonna go perceive outside.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be in this situation right
Yeah.
now.
I think Kitris will probably like sense the discomfort because you just told him this stuff and he assumed the same thing. But I don't think I actually like suggested that.
No.
Yeah, and so
You stopped it.
he'll actually change the subject with another secret, and he'll say, actually, there is one thing that I wanted to address with you all. That second voice, it's not real. I've been faking it the whole time.
You piece of crap.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
For attention. To feel more special. To not be the furry, tiny tiefling who doesn't look like any other tiefling. To not feel shame about who I am, and distract from that.
Well, Kitris, I think you're amazing. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know that, but, you know, sometimes, even when you know something like that, you can't help but, you know, continue a facade. So, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna run and give him a hug.
Aw.
Just a big old bear hug.
Yeah, he welcomes it. Yeah. And he'll try to get your attention, Kaldra, to link minds with him, just kind of without anybody seeing.
Okay.
He whispers in your.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll mind link with you.
And I'll just say, did you have any troubles? Did the coin help at all?
Yeah, we went perfectly smoothly. I was gonna give it to you later. It's
Oh.
really pretty, and I
Alright.
appreciate it.
All right. I'm just wanted to make sure. And then
And I'll slip it in your pocket. There you go.
okay. Thank you. And then he'll sit back down by the fire and just kind of hang his head because, you know, despite the hug, and he just still feels kind of ashamed.
I'll go over and hug him too.
He welcomes it, but he'll be like, "All right. I mean, we don't all need to hug me, but thank you, Antiochus. I appreciate it."
Like Sir Lancelot would have hug you. No?
He wasn't paying attention and looks up like, oh.
I love that. I'm just imagining a burnt turtle face right now.
No.
Well, I'm gonna go check on Heisei, make sure he hasn't ran off too far.
Yourself or?
Yeah, I mean, he should just be outside, right?
Is he
Can we
ever
cut
just
over?
outside? Is he ever just outside?
Well, I'm gonna go check on him.
Okay, I'm gonna warg into Demetrius and let him be free.
Enoch, you were saying something?
I was gonna say, if we need to get out as soon as we can in the morning, we should also think about calming in the night soon, shouldn't we? Before all the guards start showing up. For sure.
Yes.
Early night, yeah.
Yeah, with that brought to the attention of everyone when we cut outside. What is it Heisei doing? What are you doing outside before the party comes?
Yeah, we're just outside.
Yeah, he's
I'm
off
throwing
doing
daggers
something.
at a tree.
Oh,
All right. Perfect.
Maybe he is just outside.
wow.
Yeah, so Heisei, Kaldra and Dimitri would come and see this. Quickly, you would see Heisei outside throwing the daggers at the tree.
Heisei, you all right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here. If you need me. I feel like I trust you the most, and I wanted to share just one more secret with you.
Okay.
So, she'll put her hand to your head, and she's gonna, you can't see her, but she closes her eyes. And she's gonna send an image through her mind link to you. Hold on. Let me just send it your way so I don't forget. 1 second. There. This is my quarry. Her name is Ashana. And you can't see her right now, but she's like right here. This is like my most kept secret, and since you shared something so deeply secretive of yours, and I feel like we're real good friends, I feel like someone should know.
What is that?
Well, she's called a quarry.
Quarry?
Like a rock
Yeah.
quarry?
Like a rock quarry? Or
I don't
A
know,
quarry.
guys.
Q-U-A-R-R-Y?
It's Q-U-O-R-I. She kind of came with me from the people I was with. Well, for a little while, she kind of had control over me. Real crazy. That's kind of why well, you saw, I'm covered in the scars. But she's not nice. I argue with her a lot. You guys don't see it, but
I've heard it before.
oh, well, cool.
That's not something I'm gonna pry on.
Well, now you know why. But I just want to say thank you for sharing, and I feel like my secret's safe with you.
I mean, I won't tell anyone, but if it's a problem, how are you gonna deal with that problem?
Well, I've gotten control a couple times. That's why I'm so scarred up. I've had control for, hold on, I don't know how long. I've had
250
control
years.
not quite that long. I've had control for a while. I escaped when I was 16. So
Yeah.
yeah. But everybody was sharing secrets and you know,
Yeah.
and yours
Well-
seemed really private, so I felt like mine wasn't that good compared to yours.
It's something I don't like to know, but not your secret. I mean, my past. It's not something I want to have experienced. But if I have to relay it to prove I'm actually me, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, cool. I just wanted to share that with you, and yep.
I thank you. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it.
Well, that's what friends are for. And I'm gonna give you a hug.
I awkwardly am standing there because I feel like every time you give me a hug, I'm just like.
And
I don't-
while I'm hugging you, I'm like, and I'm always here for you. And when you need a helping hand or anything, I'm here.
I know. Thank you.
All right, go back to hurting that tree.
I will.
Don't hurt it too much, though, okay?
I will.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna go back in because I feel a little weird now because nobody knows that. But
Understandable. I won't say a word.
I know you won't. I'll turn around and I'll just walk away. I'll skip away.
Very nice.
I don't want Demetrius to have been there and heard that because that seemed like their little situation. Afterwards, though, I think Demetrius is just gonna land next to, just next to him, just chill there.
That's such a homie move. I would have absolutely been like, take all that info.
Wait, does Demetrius land by me?
Yeah, and he just.
I would have stopped my knife throwing and gave him a little bit of a pet.
He'll probably turn his head into that.
While you two are, while Dimitri, it's Demetrius or Dimitri? It's Dimitri.
It's
right?
Demetrius, but you know he doesn't.
Demetrius and High say why.
Big D.
High say. I'm not gonna call the owl that. While you two are out there, Demetrius did his little hoo, hoo. Both of you hear, coming from deeper within the forest, the same cadence, the same hooing of an owl.
Mhm.
Same vocal pattern. It's like an echo, but it's not an echo. You hear it coming from within the woods.
Demetrius will just turn his head without moving his body and just be like, and then he'll turn it back and look at you.
How far did it sound in? Could I determine how far it sounded away?
I'm just gonna say no
Okay.
on that one. You can't determine exactly where it came from, but you did hear the cadence and the same like vocal pitch and pattern of Demetrius's owl cry come from within the forest. Ooh, map closed down.
I'm gonna look around, see if I see anything.
Yeah,
I think Demetrius will look around too.
Yeah, you can both make perception checks.
Demetrius, my boy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, is it hearing or sight?
It's a site based.
He gets advantage, baby. +3 perception.
I got a 14.
14.
Demetrius got a 23. Natural 20, baby. Demetrius.
So, what Demetrius sees is it's dark within the woods, so you probably see what looks to be a shadow moving about.
Use dark vision.
Yeah, it's like just far out, and you can
gotcha.
see like a shadow. It's like one of those things where it's so far.
Right,
you do
right,
notice something moving out in the distance. The both of you hear the exact cadence, exact vocal patterns, the exact words uttered by Caldra mere moments ago, saying, "That's my Corey, Ashana."
Oh shit.
Sounds like Caldra, and it's like it's at a normal tone. Normal. There's no like, acceleration or like pronouncing like vocal yelling for you to hear this. It feels as if this is like right in your ear.
Woohoo! The fuck? He just keeps turning his head and then looking back to you.
If he lets me, I'm gonna pick up Demetrius, put
You're
him on
good.
my shoulder, and I'm gonna creep towards the woods a little.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
You're still mangling with me.
And as you start creeping, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Ugh. I can't wait for the adventures of Demetrius and High Say.
We will be right back. 5-minute bathroom break. We'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
We're back.
Yahoo!
What's up? Yeah. So what you sounded like Caldra from the Lonely Woods. How far do you go? Because you guys are about 30 feet. Demetrius and Heise are about 30 feet from the ramshackle inn. How much further do you push into the woods?
Let's say another 30 feet to be cautious.
Yeah.
Not
You push
too
in another
crazy far.
30 feet.
I would say I wouldn't unwarg from him. Like, I lose all my senses. I'm deaf to all my senses, but I figure I can still, like, talk.
Yeah, you can still speak.
I would just say, guys, there's something outside that sounds like Caldra, and I don't think it's Caldra.
I walk in.
I may be wrong.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
They trying to lure us away.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, he can't respond. He's just acting as a mouthpiece. His hearing and his physical senses are all muted.
I'm like,
Demetrius.
yeah, all of my senses are in Demetrius right now, but I just communicate that. I'm like, that's strange.
I mean,
Just thought I'd let you guys know.
I'll immediately stand up and get going. It could be a doppelganger.
What's going on?
It's
And Tyga says there's someone outside who sounds like you.
What? Oh no, not this again.
Again.
In the cave.
Oh.
Yeah, I.
Well, what we waiting for? I grab Antiochus's arm and drag him.
His
Are we
You
gonna-
better pick me up. You better
Just
pick
hit
my
stuff
ass
as
up.
he ragdolls
Yeah,
behind
you better pick me up. He's like,
Are we all gonna go gallivanting into the woods in the middle of the night?
Oh wait,
sounds
I can
romantic.
still talk to Heise. Heise, you all right? What's going on?
Isn't he
Everything's
out
fine.
of 40? Is it?
Yeah,
60
we're out
feet
of
away?
40 feet if it
Dang
or
it.
60.
He moved 30 more feet. Yeah.
Well, just kidding. Can't talk to him.
Shit, he's not responding.
Wait, you mean he's not responding?
Yeah, he could have just moved out of range.
Did he say he was gonna move out of range?
Well, knowing Heise, he probably just followed the sound and didn't tell us anything about it.
Right.
That's not true. I
He's
told
so
Demetrius.
selfish.
I told Demetrius.
I told someone.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if
Who's
he's
leaving?
if he's going after it, we should probably follow.
Yep. And I got Antiochus's arm.
You better pick me up. You better. You're just
I-
gonna drag me.
Seeing this,
I'm
I will
just
throw him over
dragging.
my shell.
Well, because my legs aren't gonna move. I don't have any of my senses, so I wouldn't know that you're moving me.
Yeah, Lancelot has you.
Yeah,
So
no,
why are we
it's,
taking-
it's
why
not
are
going
we
to be
taking
cute.
him?
I'm going to like hold you by your ankles and just like.
Because
Oh,
I'm
that's
keeping a
pathetic.
watch on our friend over there, our sneaky one.
Well, hopefully he'll keep us updated. Let's go.
So you guys are all leaving the ramshackled inn?
Yeah, and I'll just say,
I guess if everybody else is going.
Oh wait, before we go, I cast
Before we go.
Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
All right, this should help us follow or sneak whatever this thing is.
Avarice, are you following?
I would like to save the fun for tomorrow. But I wouldn't stray too far into the woods. It should
Sure.
be dangerous.
All right.
Good luck.
Sounds like a trap. Sounds like something wants us to follow it.
You're probably not wrong.
Well, we can't just leave Heise. He's also got Demetrius.
So as you guys are talking, we cut back over to Heise.
I say he's a big
So
boy.
Yeah, we cut back
True.
over as you guys are kind of talking it out a little bit, still kind of like, yeah. I say you still notice, probably in the distance through, or maybe Demetrius still notices. Demetrius is kind of guiding. I say, it still looks like there is something moving further and further away from you guys, out in the distance in the shadow. Kind of between the trees, you see what looks to be a shadowy figure, shadowy form of something. It's a little too far out to kind of make out more uniformity of it, but you see something is moving between the trees.
Without knowing how far it is it? I'm gonna attempt something. I don't know how far it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I see it moving or no? Just Demetrius, or would Demetrius point it out?
Just Demetrius, as he's kind of like I would have assumed.
He would be like looking at you and then looking back at where he sees or hears it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if it will work. I don't know how far it is. It's a 60-foot range. I'm gonna look toward where I see Demetrius using it. I'm gonna use command.
Okay, what
and
are
I
you
want
trying
to
to
yell at it and tell it to approach.
Ooh, bars.
Okay.
It's a wisdom 14.
What is
if
command?
It's in range.
Again, is it a charm?
Command a creature within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect on the target if it's undead, does not understand your language, or if you command it to directly harm itself, basically.
I don't think that's
Just
true.
wanna check.
I don't think it's a charmed. It doesn't say anything about being a charm.
Okay, so does it make a wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom 14
Sure.
save.
Ooh, can I give it? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You have to let me know before.
Okay, I wanna give it. Like, it could have a really high save, but if it doesn't, I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah. With my
Yeah,
poor
so
tap.
you yell out.
My owl just goes, whoo!
So you yell out command. Whatever's in the distance. You hear trees snapping, twigs snapping as something large is approaching. You still can't make out its shape though, even though it's beginning to approach. Normal vision, you should be able to see whatever this is. But whatever this thing is, it looks like it is bouncing between trees back and forth. But as it gets a little bit closer, the uniformity of the shape begins to kind of fill out and form into what looks to be a large moose creature. You see these large antlers that are rising above. It's very large, maybe 10 feet tall. You just mainly see shadows though. It's not anything full form. But you, as it starts to move towards you, you hear it. Same cadence, same vocal patterns. It yells back out at you, Heisei, in your voice and says, "Approach," or whatever you said. It says, "Come."
Yeah, I yelled approach.
Approach, and it sounds the exact same as you said it. After it approaches in that way, you watch as it steps behind a tree, like the shadow step behind a tree, and where you would see the tree as if some continuous line of sight, continuous movement, you do not see it come on the other side of the tree. Like it looks like it stepped behind a tree and just moved.
As it got a little closer, you said what, 10 feet ish away, and it kind of disappeared.
It is maybe about 30 feet or so from you guys.
Okay. As I would have saw it as it disappears, I probably would have backpedaled a little bit. Because if this is the moose that was said, I don't feel like I can fight this on my own. So I would be backpedaling a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of moving back out the woods.
Yeah, as you are kind of backpedaling out, away from running back to the ramshackled inn. I need you to make a
You turned your back on it. Oh, no, you backpedaled.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. Is it being charmed or being put to sleep?
This is neither of those.
Damn it. I have advantage on that, so I wanted to double check.
He's a half elf.
That's a 15.
Nothing happens. You look like as you're trying backpedal a little bit, you feel your body kind of go limp for half a second, kind of like in a state of like paralysis, but then you save and you shake it off as you backpedal away to the ramshackle.
Could I have? I want Demetrius to keep an eye on it.
Yeah. as you are backpedaling away, the other party's starting to rush out. I assume at this time you guys are starting to rush out. You guys would see Heisei exiting from the woods, backpedaling far enough out of the woods. Demetrius does not see anything else as you guys are leaving. It seems that whatever effect was going to befall Heisei and not take whatever was doing this did not want to pursue.
Oh, okay. I wanted him to go, Demetrius, to go into the forest.
Oh, you want to go into the? Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, Demetrius flies away as Heisei runs away. Yeah. So as your owl flies away, make a perception check to see if you see anything.
With advantage, baby. He's my goat. A perception. He got a 16.
16.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Not enough
what
though.
Demetrius sees as he is flying towards where the creature last was.
Mm-hmm.
You see the shape of a moose begin to come into perspective. It's more so still like shrouded in darkness and the shadows. But as your owl kind of flies after it kind of redirecting, you see it looks like it steps behind a tree, disappears into the shadows, and pops up behind a different tree 30 feet away. It looks like it's like doing some sort of weird teleportation shadow movement. But it continues to keep this moose in form. You're still not able to get a good look at it, but it has the same body structure as a moose, as it is moving away from whatever it was trying to do.
Okay. I'll call him back then.
Yeah.
And I'll come back into myself.
Yeah. And we would
Holy shit, how'd I get up here?
Yeah, I say you would probably be leaving. You would see Demetrius fall off. You would be met with the party as you kind of come back out of the woods to the group. You guys are all kind of outside of the house together, at the edge of the forest.
You're right.
I think so. I heard Caldra talking in the woods, and I pursued it. What I saw was the moose Avarice described.
Oh. Yeah, Antiochus said something about hearing Caldra. I guess probably go tell Avarice about it, right?
Yeah.
Before it gets too far away, I don't know, maybe she'll want to do something about it.
Maybe
Yeah.
she'll tell us, leave the thing alone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Either way, she
Oh.
might know.
I'll be back in my body. I'll be like, you guys fucking see that? How'd I get up here?
Yeah, you're definitely like, I haven't realized that you're back yet, so you're just still unceremoniously slumped over me.
Okay. Can we turn a little bit?
Put you down.
Okay. Demetrius saw it hopping from shadow to shadow. It looked like a moose. Had a moose form, hopping from shadow to shadow, though. Did sound like Caldra. Did sound like bang. That's like figure out accent, everything.
I mean, let's get inside.
Impressive.
Tell Avarice about it. She'll probably have more information.
Yeah. Let's just make sure if we hear something out there, just make sure we know where each other are.
Right.
Buddy system type situation.
Yeah.
Nobody goes anywhere alone.
You gotta go piss, take a buddy.
Yeah, that's why I kind of went in, because Demetrius is with me.
Yeah, he's reliable. He's
the
been around a while.
He's the homie.
It's my master's familiar. Anyways, yeah, we should probably tell her.
Yep.
inside and talk to Avarice?
Yep, she is kind of doing the same thing she was doing. She's, unless I describe her otherwise, she's always meditating in the air with a book. So just always expect that as her like idle animation.
Avarice.
I'll pick up my gun.
Oh god.
That's your idol.
Yeah, you probably cock your gun and she her eyes flitter open. And her eyes are, they're normal, like the beautiful blue, normal looking eyes, but she opens her eyes are like entirely sapphire blue. Her whole pupils and irises is just one blue streak. There's no difference in the pupil and the iris. It is all just sapphire blue. Her eyes flutter open, and you watch as her eyes kind of return back to her normal state. And she just looks at all of you.
There's something outside. Looks like a moose that had Cauldron's voice, and was trying to persuade Heise and Demetrius to go in the woods, and it could hop from shadow to shadow. You know what that is?
He says, well, if anything, it's probably the moose that the town folk have talked about, but I was quite curious. It's probably some sort of protector of whatever the tomb is. It's probably some sort of guardian or protector.
Oh, fuck.
Benevolent, malevolent. Anyways, I don't know these words. Whether it's good or bad, it is probably something that is ancient. Probably something we will get to encounter tomorrow. That's why I was not so eager to just go out there and join you.
So you knew?
For the most part, I knew of legend, but now we have confirmation.
No, you knew we were gonna go out there and possibly run into that.
Oh, of course. I'm sure a great elven tomb would have some sort of magic to repel anyone from finding it. So I had a hunch. I didn't know specifically what, but if it is whatever moose you saw, then I can make the assumption that this is the protection.
Kitris will ask, what did it say in Keldra's voice? Like, was it something you've heard her say, or was it just random?
I didn't hear her say it before.
I've never heard her say that before.
So it wasn't repeating something she said, because if it's
maybe it was, but it repeated what I said after, as well.
Oh, so it did repeat something that you've said.
Yes.
So
I told her, while we were in there, I told her to approach us, and then it also said the same thing in my voice.
So I could be wrong, but now it has at least Caldra's voice and your voice. So
And Demetrius's voice. Correct.
I'm not as concerned about Demetrius's voice, but that is a good point, Antiochus. I'm concerned that when we go out there, it's going to try to trick us away from each other. So I highly suggest that the rest of us, as much as we can, do not speak when we go into that forest.
Well, I could always
Silent game.
mind link with someone, and then as much work as it's gonna be, I can pass the message around.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I think we have to do
We
our
could just have the
best
silent game.
to not get split up at all. And if we do, we just need to make sure that we have eyes on Caldra and Heise. But, you know, if we have to speak, we have to speak. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like we're running into.
Don't say our secrets.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because that would really fuck us. That would really fuck us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Hey.
Well, I assume we're not going out tonight, right?
No.
I'll take first watch though, since I cast a spell. I'm gonna be able to hide real well to keep an eye out.
Right. Yeah. I'll take first watch with you.
Amazing.
I can take second.
Avarice speaks up. I will take second watch as well.
Oh shit.
Demetrius will take second watch too. I don't have to be looking for him for him to take second watch though. Just an option. Third watch
I often have been getting up very late at night to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna take second watch as
Wow, we're fucking back done.
I'll take third watch.
Nice.
Wow, second watch is very popular in that.
Cool. Well, see you guys in the morning.
Before you guys lay down and find rest, and Tychus, you hear a pop, 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 and you watch as a little portal kind of swirls into place as you watch your item fall down. Your lens of insight just pops down in front of you.
I like grabbed my gun real quick. I was like, what?
Yeah, the lens of insight falls down, and then you watch as the Caldrus pistol falls, hits it, and like rolls onto the ground.
You gotta be more careful with your firearms. And then I'll pick up my lens of insight, and it's kind of like, it looks like the Nothic's eye in the middle, and then it has kind of like clockwork or like steampunk kind of surrounding, and then that kind of grips into the flesh around my eye, and I'll put it in.
Whoa.
Okay, it's good now. It's okay now. I'm good.
If you go to your character sheet, you should be able to find it.
Yeah.
Really adding to your aesthetic.
It's over my not cloudy eye.
I figure. Wow.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty badass.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome. Thank you.
I like the vibe it has. Steam-esque.
Yeah, with the Nothic eye, I think it looks pretty cool. They do a great job over at the Tower of Ingenuity. I'm gonna give them 5 stars.
I'll just take this and I'll pick up my gun.
What did they do?
Pick up the revolver.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
As you pick up the revolver, you see that there is a. Well, it was once just a smooth top on top of the actual revolver barrel or shaft, so to speak. It looks like they have added a reticle of sorts, like a little scope to it, that makes it to whenever you shoot it, you do not have disadvantage on your attack roll because it helps you.
Nice.
It's very much a mechanical gear system that like shifts or whatever, and whenever you like moving it, there's some sort of gyroscopic balance on it that kind of keeps the gun and the sight level with one another, so it does help you aim.
Cool.
Wow.
You got aim assist as if you were on a controller.
This is so nice. I'm so excited.
Does the lens of insight tell them whether I've looked at them? Because, yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna wait. They don't know. They don't know. Just wait. They don't know.
I think it is a once per thing, right? Or
yeah. Actually, is she back in her meditative state?
Yeah, she probably went back over. All right. So what does she need to make?
She needs to make a. You make an insight check against the target's deception. So I make an insight. She makes a deception.
Before I roll, what are you trying to? what kind of magical secret? I'm going to give you the option of, do you want me to choose what you learn, or would you like to specify what you are trying to ascertain?
I want you to choose.
Okay.
I want you to choose.
Well, she rolled a 11.
Can I use my portent, my other portent?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got 11 on that one. Well, it's 11 plus 2, so 13.
Okay.
It's fucking
Magical secret you learn will be revealed to you in the secret channel. We will go down there and talk.
Ugh.
No.
No.
You missed on the T.
Exciting.
I'm ready to shoot this gun.
I have a gun I haven't shot yet either.
Right. How
Wait,
much
how
damage
many-
does a gun do?
I have no clue. Jacob has not given me any information on it.
Because you already have, like, I was just looking at your sheet, like, you have so already.
Have so much what?
You cut out.
Oh, did I? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You just, like, have so many strong, like, attack options already. Like, the cantrip, Starry Wisp is already kind of rocks.
I know. I haven't used it yet. I really should. And I haven't even used my starry form yet. I'm so excited to use it.
Got so much good stuff going on over here. My god, look at the spell list.
And when I'm out of spells, I'll use my gun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Your non-magic missile.
Yep.
Bang!
And
Except I
now
guess you
have
got to hit.
assistant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to hit with it.
At least I don't have disadvantage.
It's true.
I don't know if anyone knows that, but he's high. And then he.
So not subtle.
Make sure you knock off a charge off the item. Make sure you check the charge.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Those that are staying up for first watch, the rest of the crew falls asleep. Gargoyles are kind of staying sentry mode around Avarice. Yeah. So first watch, normal, watch phase. You guys can roll y'all's perception checks, and then RP&E if you want, and then
Perception?
yes, or actually, I guess the better way to do this is what would you do on watch? What do you want to do on your watch? What do you want to accomplish? And roll whatever that skill would be. Usually, perception is just to kind of keep a lookout. But if you guys want to do
I'm a good
something
cry.
else, you
Well,
can fill-
I think at this point, now that we know that this moose is around, that's definitely what I would be listening out for. Or yeah, like just like glancing out the window and dirty
For sure.
20, dirty 20.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, 16.
16. Okay. If you guys want to role play, feel free to do that, and then I will reveal if you see anything.
Excuse me.
Yeah, if we're just kind of sitting by the fire, Kitchers will be like, so I feel like I should especially apologize to you because, when we first met and this, these two voices, when I used the other voice, you spoke in my head and, you told us we kind of, shared something similar. So, and I would be speaking very hush. And I feel like I deceived you a little bit into maybe revealing something to me that you didn't mean to. So, yeah.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it's not the first time that no one can kind of relate to my odd situation. But I mean, I think it's all right. I mean, I'm not hurt or offended, if that makes you feel better.
What? And I mean that's good. And I will say, the voice isn't real. But between you and me, what it represents, that does exist. I'm not alone. but it doesn't come out the way that I have pretended that it does. I mean, you've seen what happens whenever I get angry, right? That's part of it. But I mean, there's voices in my head, and I mean, like I said, when we were telling our secrets, I don't know, fully know my origin. So, yeah, something happened when I was younger, and it's never went away. And actually, avarice actually woke it up a little bit more. But I let her. I was curious.
Well, I guess that's a good thing if you wanted to like awaken that, and different voices is probably just you distinguishing your feelings, right? Or more like distinguishing different sides of you.
More like I'm cursed and possessed.
Possessed.
Yeah.
You know, can kind of relate, but not exactly.
Right.
But, well, do you know how this happened, or is this what you're trying to figure out?
That's why I'm out here. Yes.
Huh. Well, I'm trying to process this.
Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but that the coin is actually my attempt at keeping it at bay. But I don't know much about that yet. So yeah.
And if you don't use this coin, or does something bad happen? Does the voices just like take over? Like,
No. Sorry. The it represents a religion, good to fight the evil. But I don't know much about religion to really know if it does anything, what it does. Yeah.
well, if it makes you feel any better, the only religion I really know about is those people, and they were just awful.
Doesn't sound like a very good religion.
No, it's definitely not. They call, like, they like to be called the inspired, but they're not really inspiring.
That's what I was gonna say. It does not sound very inspiring. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I mean, it's all right. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I have new friends. You know, life is all right. It's way better than it was. And I hope that's how you feel with us.
Oh, yes. I mean, I had no one other than my mother, so this has been, interesting but wonderful. Yes.
Is your mother, if you don't mind me asking, she's still alive, or?
She is. Yes, she's
Okay.
home, I assume. I mean, it's been a little bit, so kind of a journey of self-discovery, right? Having something like this within me, it's just been growing, and I didn't want to be a danger to her, and she didn't have any answers. So,
Well, maybe I hate to say it, but maybe avarice can help you get more answers. I want you to be wary of her.
Sure.
I wouldn't get too close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's given me some answers, but nothing too concrete. So, but I hear you.
Do you still have a little crush on her?
I mean, of course, she's beautiful, but I don't. I'm old enough and I'm smart enough to not let that get in the way if it comes to it. So.
Well, I also don't want to persuade you not to if you really want to. I'm a concerned friend.
I appreciate that. How are you?
Well, I'm all right. A little freaked out by whatever that thing was, because I don't like that it was using my voice, because that's kind of creepy. I know I've met a lot of people who thought I was creepy, but I really don't like creepy things.
You know, I just had a thought. Maybe we could speak while we're out there if we change our voices. If we don't use our actual voices, we could still communicate. But we, I don't know, use some kind of accent or something.
Wow. I could talk like this.
God.
I mean, that just kind of sounded like you, but low.
Well, I tried.
It was alright.
I can just talk to you through my little brain.
Right. You don't have to worry about it. Sure.
But we can definitely bring that idea up to the others. I would love to hear some different voices from our friend,
Absolutely.
especially Everest.
You know, you made that flower for me.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite animal?
Oh my, well, that's a great question. I like a lot of animals, but I think my favorite, and you might have guessed this, it's a little milk snake. A Honduran milk snake. If that makes a difference.
I mean, I'm familiar with snakes. Just give me a little bit of detail.
Oh, the little snake I always turn into.
Oh, right. All right. Well, this isn't as special then, and he'll just make the snake with the smoke. He's like, I was trying to make up for the flower thing, but you turn into it all the time. So.
Well, it's beautiful. It's my favorite. That's why I turn into it so much.
That's true. I guess you don't see. I guess you don't see yourself when you turn into it, right? So.
Yeah, no. Star's favorite animal might be a prairie dog.
Cute.
He makes one of those too.
Oh, those are just so cute. Now I've been bitten by one though. That's no joke.
Oh. Well, I
Really
suppose
isn't.
I'll
It looks like it hurt.
take a peek outside and see
Guess we should guard.
what I can see. Yeah.
Yep. So as you guys peer out of the windows and look out, you don't see any movement or anything that is disruptive amongst the nearby forest. There isn't nothing that you really notice. There's nothing that happens during y'all's watch. But with that, your watch comes to an end, and second watch's shift is up. And you guys can wake them up or do whatever.
Hi, Say. Hi, Say. I'm just poking you. It's your watch.
Oh, it's this time. All right.
I'll blow. Sir Lancelot's waking up, right?
Mhm.
I will blow, like, when Sir Lancelot did the disguise. I will blow that same face of smoke into Sir Lancelot's face.
Gets up slowly. Oh, please be a little gentler next time. My lungs are old.
Sorry. I thought it would be funny, but you didn't even really see what it was anyway. So you were sleeping. It was you. I made you out of smoke.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
I do it again, but not blow it in your face.
Looks like me. Yep, that's me.
Just thumbs up, goes to sleep.
I suppose I'll go nudge Avarice as well.
Yeah.
She's already been woken up.
Yeah, you walk over to wake her up, and she stirs. She awakes. The gargoyles let you come or approach, and they let you pass. You wake her up. She wakes up. Kind of the same effect. Her eyes are those burning sapphires, beautiful sapphires. And when she wakes up, you watch as they retract down into their normal blue pupil iris combination. She says, "Well, I'm awake.
Very good.
Do our watch."
Yes, excuse me both. I prefer to take my watches outside.
You good?
See you in a few hours.
Sounds good. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Will do.
Avarice.
And
Yes.
He's gonna go jump onto the roof. And,
Oh,
and
you
he
need
is
to
going to try and sit next to the chimney or whatever vent is going through.
Oh, interesting.
Thankfully enough, the house isn't entirely
Screwed,
decrepit
right?
because you would fall through the roof, but it's just abandoned. It's not ruined. It's easy enough to do that. Everyone probably like wakes up for half a second.
Yeah.
Hearing this loud poop on the roof.
Santa.
No, it's just Sir Lancelot.
It's just
I don't
To bring
know.
gifts to the children. It's just shells.
Is Sir Lancelot Santa Claus?
Maybe.
So yes, as you jump up onto the roof, Avarice would, I guess, go to a nearby window. Maybe she would go outside. She might kind of take a step outside, get some fresh air. She kind of does that, I say, without you, like without any kind of conversation. She starts to step out as well.
Was it like a cue to me for me to go outside? I'm looking
No,
at
she just-
Demetrius like,
no,
is
she
that a
just-
cue?
No, she just walks out. She doesn't stay or anything. She just walks out of the house.
Okay. I guess I'd follow out because, I mean, there's nothing to watch inside.
It looks like that she's just sitting outside. And Sir Lancelot, you probably noticed them, or noticed Avarice exiting the building too, and then seeing High safe, and probably Demetrius follow afterwards. She just steps out to get some fresh air. There's nothing else, guys. So she's just walking outside. Okay.
No trust.
Hold up, guys. But like before, if you guys want to tell me exactly what you're doing on the watch, and then you can roll a skill that applies to that. And then if you want to role play or do anything, just let me know.
Demetrius is gonna watch the woods where he saw the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kind of keeping an eye out, I guess.
Yeah.
Just for anything in particular coming toward
Perception.
us. Yay.
Demetrius got a he got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay. So Lancelot, what did you do? Did you roll?
We're
on that?
locked in.
I am staring at the woods, but listening to, listening for Isaac and Avarice. 14.
14. Avarice is not. She's not watching or nothing. She's just outside. She's participating, but she's not participating. She's just sitting out there, standing out there, and she will initiate conversation with Isaac if he approaches or follows after her. She looks over to you and looks over to the owl, and like, looks back and forth. Do you want to get rid of him for the moment so we can privately talk, or would you like to let him hear about what you asked the favor of from me yesterday at the cave, or earlier in the day at the cave? Yes. Or should we just wait?
You don't have to get rid of him. I have something that might work.
Okay.
I guess I'll use psionic knack. Sorry, guys. In-head conversation.
Yes.
Damn, we
As
have
you,
5 hours. Holy cow.
Oh wow.
she says, do you still wish to utilize me to try and help locate your brother?
Very much so.
Okay. I don't know if we should do this here, with the heavy hurdle on top of the house. I don't really want this to be seen by them, but I will have to cast a spell to see if I can find him.
Okay.
So they might get the wrong idea and attack me. He seems the type. Old people like to do that.
I don't think he's gonna attack you. I mean, maybe inside's more private.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I doubt that. Maybe we should just take a stroll and see if he follows.
Okay.
Yeah, she begins to walk off into the town. I say probably following her. So Lancelot, you watch this. Watch as they begin to head away from the ramshackled inn.
He's not gonna follow, but he's like now double sure that like they're in cahoots. He hadn't like actually seen the two of you just like interacting in private before, so.
Perfect. Yeah, so she goes probably 200, 300 feet away from the house, and she actually is like stepping into the forest as she does this. The forest like wraps around. She's like going into the tree line a little bit. She's not going deep in the tree line, but she's going into the tree line, and she gets to a spot where she turns around. She says, "All right, this should be far enough from prying eyes."
Alright.
So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and locate him over here.
Okay.
She takes out her spell book, flips through it, and she says, I can't remember whether or not you gave me his personal belonging or not. Did you give me a personal
I
belonging?
gave yeah, the handkerchief.
Yes.
It was his.
She
Yeah. I'm sure.
sits down, floats up, does her whole shebang, her whole wizard flotation trick. And she begins to cast the locate creature spell. Just for shits and giggles, let me look up the spell. Just to make sure there's nothing I don't. Sorry. Incorrect. Yep. Seems alright, right? Yep. Okay. Yep. So she takes the handkerchief, using this as a sort of a bit of a focus, or focusing component. And she casts her magic. You watch as she begins to kind of glow with a, like a blue aura, so to speak. Her eyes sapphires like usual. And you watch as she like flickers up, and she's like, you can see it looks like she's looking around. She like focuses on you. Her face kind of scrunches up a little bit, and then she continues to look around. And then she finishes casting the spell. He stands up, kind of squinting her eyes as she looks at you, and she seems confused. She has a confused look on her face. She says, "Oh, that was interesting, but I don't know. It didn't work the way it usually does.
There wasn't any luck.
No, it's got a certain range on it. I didn't sense if they were within that range. I could not sense them, so it'll have to be something we just continuously look for and scan for. Now, I could later, if I find a very pricey piece of equipment, something worth 1,000 gold, I could probably try and scry on this individual. But from this spell that I have, this is all I'm going to be able to do. It's very, very slow and limited range.
Oh. How far is the range?
I can only sense to about 1,000 feet from where I'm at. So it's not the greatest. It's not this. It's pretty decent, but it's not the greatest. If I can scry on, your brother, then perhaps I could. That has an unlimited range. Of course, if they are on this plane, if they're in a different plane, I don't know if it works that well. I don't really do much scry. That's not my wheelhouse, but I do know that there is a pretty pricey component that I will need to cast that spell.
Okay.
But yes, no luck.
Oh. Damn.
Yes, I'm sorry for. I'm sorry. I wish it was something you were looking for. I wish there was some more of a direction or location that I could point you to. But this is all I can really.
Well.
But tell me.
Shame.
Yes, it is. Tell me. I would love to know more about your apprenticeship. How does it feel to be of higher standard than the rest in your traveling party? Well, besides me, of course, but you are more of a higher breed, more pure status. How does that sit? I'm surprised you don't have a complex around that.
No. As I was saying before, when we were all together, I don't want to be a prince. There's a reason for that, and as you know, it's because of my mother. So.
Yes. Well,
just because I was born with royal blood does not mean I want to be a royal.
I hate to inform you, but you will always be what you were born to, regardless of how you look at it. Just know in time, if I fear if word got out that, if they found out you were a prince and you were one of these people that can, were caught murdering people, or these bounty hunters find that out, I would hate to know what would happen to your family. All that fun stuff.
The only family I'm worried about is my brother, and I already know he's gone. And I don't know where he is, and that's my only thing to find. So once I find him, I'm not worried about anything else. I will protect him with my life if I have to.
What if you die and are unable to fulfill that?
So be it. If it's before, I'm gonna feel terrible, obviously. But I'm not thinking of that because I don't think that's gonna happen. I will find my brother.
Yes, we will find your brother in time. I'm sure you'll be most appreciative of your efforts, and yes, I don't know where to continue this conversation. I feel like this is getting awkward.
A little bit.
Let's just head back to the house.
Sounds good.
Awkward walk back to the house. Sterling Shaw, you see them return. probably an hour or so after they had left.
Oh, damn.
Were you doing anything up there on top of the roof? Like the fiddler on the roof? Were you doing anything up there?
Oh, could I have been making some holy water?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some holy water. Cost me 25 gold.
Nice.
And some holy juice.
Some sweat.
So they're just sweated into a vial.
Yeah. Holy.
Hold up.
Why is it so salty? Ah. Yeah, you do that during your time. Your guys' watch comes to an end. There's nothing that you guys pick up on during that whole process. And in time, we come to see all of you going back downstairs to awaken the third watch crew. Avarice just falls asleep.
It's Antiochus and Enoch, right? I don't know if they were both doing it or if it was just one.
I know Enoch for sure. I don't know if Antiochus
Yeah.
was doing the third.
Yeah, that's what I. That's.
I'm doing the third watch.
It's like, I can't remember. Let's just get
Yeah.
them both up.
Alright, got Antiochus. I'll get the short one.
Oh, no, nudge Enoch.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh. Stop
He
it.
sits straight up like the Undertaker. And
There-
we'll just sit
We
right
should go
outside
outside.
the front door.
You want to know a secret?
I don't think I can handle any more secrets.
No, this one's really cool. This one's a really cool secret.
Good night,
Oh
everybody.
my
Good night.
gosh. Okay, what do you got?
Okay, don't.
Where are you guys at?
We're just right outside the front door,
Okay.
right?
Don't say anything about this one, because I feel like I could get in a lot of trouble for this one. You know, I'm gonna start whispering into you. I'm gonna like cup into your ear, you know.
Hey,
And
remember, Tyler, playing on some thin ice.
I know. I don't think he would keep it a secret, though. I think he'd tell someone.
I love this.
So, you know, my lens of insight can do secrets. And I used it on Avarice, and I found out that he's gonna look around, is he? And then I found out that he's an undead fiend that can't be detected by the divine sense of Sir Lancelot.
Oh, shit.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. It is. Did you see my face when I saw?
Holy-
When I was,
Holy Lord.
yes, I was like, holy fuck.
I'm dead?
Yes,
Oh.
Sir Lancelot's gonna hate that.
Oh, man.
You fucking
That
bet.
is a drag.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I have a really intense feeling that if Avarice knows I said something,
Oh, yeah. You're a dead man.
oh fuck. I'm whispering.
Mm.
By the way, I'm cupping and whispering.
Right, right.
I specified that.
That's, that is not good at all.
Nope.
I love
I had to tell someone. I had to tell
Right.
I had to tell someone.
Thanks for passing on your burden to me.
someone. We should keep this quiet, right?
Not for long.
Okay. Up to you. Up
At
to
some
you.
point, there, yeah.
Sir Lancelot would want to know.
I mean, I feel like everybody should know at some point before
Yeah.
she, like, clearly turn on us.
But we can't blab about it.
Right.
Otherwise we're
Undead fiend.
yeah. Can't be detected by
Mm.
But why?
Well,
It's a secret for another day, I guess.
I
Okay.
will try not to let that slip.
Nope. Yep. Lock it up tight for temporarily.
I don't have any more secrets.
No?
not like that. That's for sure.
That wasn't even my secret.
It's true.
I just took that one. Okay, let's focus up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we can't talk, otherwise it's gonna notice. It's gonna hear us.
You guys are just gonna walk in and just like eyeball her the next morning.
Hi, Avarice. How are you?
It's like when you're like high as fuck or whatever you're trying to.
Yeah.
Trying to walk past your parents.
Everything's fine.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just keep looking out.
Yeah.
I was being really quiet before.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. I hope so. Okay.
I love that you couldn't keep it in.
I mean, it tracks.
I don't think you could. I don't know. Oh. Okay.
You can make perception checks.
Hey, 14.
14.
Same actually.
Very nice. Yeah, your guys' watch goes off without a hitch. Nothing happens. Very uneventful. All Gucci. Yeah, with that, the sun begins to rise or begins to rise, and you all are awake to familiar sight. Maybe Avarice is making some breakfast. Starlight Shot spicing it up with some good spices whenever she's not paying attention. But you guys are all around the breakfast fire, the breakfast table, and a new day has dawned. Avarice hands each of you another 25 gold in a pouch. She hands Heisei 26. She says, as she hands it out, she says, today will be quite eventful, so ready yourselves. There will be a fight. Potentially, unless we are just professionals. But there will be a fight. Do not think there will not be a fight.
Kitris would have given each of you 100 gold worth of tourmaline if you want it.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Why not?
And then he would say to Avarice, do you have any use for tourmaline? I can carve you off a piece too.
She thinks about it for a moment. She is thinking. She's definitely not looking something up. She says, no, but I do need something. I need something of the same fashion, maybe a crystal ball, silver mirror, or a bit of holy water that equals up to 1,000 gold pieces. I need it for a spell. So it could be useful in helping me find someone.
Yeah, I don't have that.
1,000 gold of holy water. That's like 500 miles. I don't know what's the math.
Yes, I need that. I need something of that equivalent for the spell I need. So you can continue to keep that. I do not need that gem. Thank you though.
All right. Yeah.
Can I mind link with Heisei?
Sure.
Hey, friend. How'd your watch go last night?
It was uneventful.
Really? She didn't get any information for you?
No.
Dang. Well, I hope she can help you.
I do too.
Okay, I just wanted to check in.
Appreciate it.
Cool. That's all. I
Yep.
also wanted to go up to Kitris too.
Go for it.
In my head? Or
Yeah, I'll do it in your head. It's a little
Alright.
Hey, Kitris. I just want to say thank you for your little smoke animal. It might be silly, but the snake has a sentimental meaning for me. It was, well, my only other friend besides you guys. She taught me. That was the first animal I was taught how to turn into.
Oh.
So.
You're welcome. It's not a problem at all. I can Anytime you want, I can make a snake out of smoke.
Well, if I look like I'm real sad or... Well, I guess you can't see my face. But if I seem off, that little snake might help.
Alright, you got it.
If you need anything too, just let me know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. All right.
Yeah. After you guys finish your dialogue, you are. Yeah, you can go ahead and make one, Ethan.
Insight check.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So as you guys are going about packing up, sneaking out of the house and headed to the forest, Avarice turns to all of you and she says, "So, what we're going to be doing will be probably labor intensive, and will require each of us to participate, including me. I know I haven't been there in most of the combat situations for all of you, so I will be there today. Hopefully, unless something crazy happens. But nonetheless, I will rely on all of y'all's skills to help find this tomb. The only thing I know is that it is deep within this forest, so we will all need to keep a lookout for any kind of elvish runes, elvish scripture, elvish stonework, anything of elvish make. Now I know it may be hard.
Propaganda.
Yes, elvish propaganda. That's a little poster with Legolas on it. It says, "I need you." So just keep a lookout for anything of that. Anything of of note. Obviously, the snow and the ice will impede our progress, but we shall see what happens. So, yes, that is my inspiring speech for the day. Thank you for your time. Do any of you have particularly any good investigation skills or any kind of luck in finding lost tombs or elvish tombs, magical?
I comprehend languages.
I'm good at navigating, but that's on the sea, so I'm not sure if that applies here.
It's okay. It was
The knock spell. No, that's.
um.
I'm kind of good at investigating, but not like tracking per se, but investigating. Like.
Well, we will just have to rely on one another then. So, let's set out. Hurrah!
Silent. By the way, silent.
Do we want to be sneaky?
Buddy system. Oh.
I mean, we could be sneaky, but I think we are going to be making noise regardless of our stuff. We're going to be mainly looking, so there won't be much stealthing. I will tell you that. We could try, but
well, I won't
I'm
waste
sure
my energy.
Yeah, don't save your skills. So.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, it knows the forest better than we do, so I mean, we're probably whatever's in there.
So,
Well, let's buddy up.
indeed.
Okay.
Who is the groups? Are we all just gonna hold hands, or what do y'all want to do? How do y'all want to do?
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Or two at a
4,
time.
6.
Who do
Well,
we
we can
appreciate?
have a group of 3 and then 2 groups of 2.
Sure. I do have my gargoyles as well.
Oh, well, I guess you don't need anyone.
That is the consensus, and so be it.
Well, I'm asking.
We can hold in.
She looks at it, I guess. Yes, we can. She slowly grabs your hand.
I'm trying to feel if it's really cold or something.
Oh, you know, her hands are ice cold, very cold.
You got cold hands.
Godspeed, Antiochus.
You say she has cold hands, and you think back to the thought of her banishing you to the one of the planes of hell, and you're like, ooh.
Ah, man.
I can go with her if you want, Antiochus.
No, I got this.
So she begins to stroll off with Antiochus in check, and she says everyone should stay within 20 feet or so, within earshot of each other, just so we don't get separated or lost or anything. But we will be moving together as a pack. Do not let the woods get the best.
Who's our pack leader?
Well,
I'll go in front.
I think me and Heisei should probably buddy up with someone else,
Why?
since they for sure know our voice. I'll buddy up with Kitris.
All right.
I guess I got you two.
Emily, did you say you were
Alright.
gonna go out front?
I did,
Okay.
but
And me and Caldro will be at the back.
Because
Where I like to be.
So me and Enoch.
hate to see him go, love
Okay,
to watch him leave.
okay.
I guess we'll be in the middle,
Sounds good.
which will also keep Isay from sneaking off, maybe.
No.
And with that, as you guys all separate into y'all's groups, take y'all's positions, you begin to start your investigation to the forest of Lonelywood. But that'll have to wait till next session. So,
You hear Kitris sing in a low voice. Hi ho, hi ho.
and with that, that is the end of tonight's session. We will be doing some tomb looking next session.
Yeah.
So
Tomb
there will be
looking.
some stuff that will happen next session for sure. Thank you for watching. See you Tuesday for Fandelver, and then see you again for the next Sunday for our next session. El session. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.